What's up?
Still here. Braven's still here.
Yeah, we're still good.
We're still here. Alright. Alright. Going in the house. Goodbye. Bye. What? Alright. The only thing we did is the little purge valve on the side of the fuel rail. Just stuck a key in the Schrader valve to release the pressure. And there was pressure in there. And then I held it open while Braven went and turned the key. And it shot fuel out. So they're like, well damn, fuel pump works. And then he tries to crank it again and it fires right up. But one thing he did remember is it used to do this to him like intermittently, even whenever the 4-cylinder engine was in there, like before the swap. I remember so many times he'd call me, he was sitting at his girlfriend's house, he's like, my damn truck won't start, I've been trying to start it for 30 minutes, now my battery's dead, can you come give me a jump? That was a pretty common thing.
Very common.
Yeah, so, and I think we both think that's what's still going on now. So I don't know if it's the fuel pressure regulator on this thing or... Alright, well, we had to push this thing back up in the driveway for a second time. So Braven took it for a test drive. He went around the block once and he pulled up in the front and he's like, it's kind of cutting out. I'm gonna go around the block one more time. I'm standing here like, you know, scrolling through Instagram and I hear coming from the side of the house over here. So yeah, the fuel keeps cutting, man, but Braven said that it's weird because it's almost as if it's losing power. Like, I guess the gauge cluster and everything kind of shoots down, the RPM gauge and everything. I don't know, we're gonna pull the bed off and try to see if we can figure out the fuel issue, because it was, like I said, giving him problems like this before ever even doing the LS swap. And it seems like everything fuel related is all back there on the tank. The fuel pressure regulator, all of it. So, off with your head. Bed. Off with your bed. We've done some brainstorming and we're not 100% sure that we are having a fuel pressure problem. One of the problems that Braven had with the Colorado that wasn't really covered a whole lot is this thing has a body control module. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's a body control module.
Like everything runs through this body control module. So it's like, even now, he still has some problems with his gauge cluster. Every once in a while, it'll just wig out, bro. And he has to basically unplug the power that runs to them and then plug it back in. And it's like it resets and it's fine. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
So they do sell like a harness. There's a company that sells a harness for this.
It's like $600 and it's a freaking 18 order back order.
Oh, 18 orders?
Yeah.
Back ordered? So it takes a long time to get it, and it's like a $600 harness to fix all these issues. I don't know. Braven just kind of went, like, as you guys know, we both have the eBay harnesses on my Blazer and on this. The harness, as far as the engine, like, everything's fine. It's just getting the power to it and having everything work inside of the truck. So, like, the gauge cluster and all that stuff is still running through all the factory wiring. The only other thing that is still running through the factory wiring is the fuel pump.
Yeah. And honestly, I haven't had any problems with the cluster unless it's a voltage problem. And recently, it started to do that again, as well as every single time I try to start this thing, the battery's completely dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel as if like it's all gotta be voltage. So that's why we're not trying to just jump in and taking the whole fuel system apart.
Yeah, so what we've done here is Braven has put a tap on the main wire. So this wire, there's nothing between this wire and the fuel pump.
Yeah.
That's the power wire that runs all the way back to the fuel pump. So basically what we're gonna do is drive this thing, try to replicate the problem again to the point to where it's not wanting to start. And then we have a power wire right here ready to go ahead and plug into that, bypassing any of the other, like anything else. Because right now, the fuel pump does get a signal from the LS ECU. That's what tells it to prime, that's what tells it to come on. But that signal is basically coming out and running to the factory signal for the truck. That's going to the factory relay that's inside of here, right?
Yeah.
So the factory relay is in here. So the LS is just sending the signal to the factory relay, and then it sends it back. In which all that stuff is still running through that body control module.
Yeah.
So we don't know if we're having a power supply issue, or if it's an actual, like, the fuel pump's going bad.
Yeah, and which I don't want to pull the bed off until I know for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I have the bed.
Yeah, there's no need of doing a bunch of pointless work that we don't, and then for us to end up having the same problem. So the reason why we are thinking maybe this could be the problem is whenever the truck does the whole, like, not want to start, like it stumbles and it shuts off and then it doesn't want to start, Braven's noticed that his gauge cluster also goes out. Like, the tack stops working, correct?
Yeah, tack just starts, it like jumps and tweaks like this, and it goes boom, and like the truck doesn't stop, but like the idle is just like really low, but then the tack shows us at 0. So
if we drive it and we could replicate the problem and then hook this power wire up and then the truck will start again, then we know that there is a wiring issue with the factory harness that just isn't happy because it's not running off the factory ECU anymore. So maybe that's the problem we're running into. And if that does fix it, hooking that power up to where the truck will start again, then we know that the fuel pump needs to be completely bypassed. Like, it needs its own dedicated circuit, relay, and everything running back to that fuel pump. So then we're not running through all this damn body harness bullshit. All right, got a damn strap just in case. Oh, was that it dying?
it started those times.
Huh. Watch, it's not gonna replicate the problem now. It's gonna run fine.
So it started to cut out.
Yeah.
And then I lost all tacks, and then I just coasted through it, and then I got tacks again, but it's doing the cutting out right now. So if we connect it, I might be able to tell whether or not that's what it is.
Yeah, all right, try. See if it runs better.
Cause it's just like brip, 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 brip. I don't know if you've seen the whole truck shake.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if it was running like that or if that's just how you were like messing with it.
It was running bad.
So basically what he is saying is it started cutting out a lot. That's what it also has been doing. It's like not running clean. It's real choppy, you know? So it hasn't died, but it is doing the choppiness like a lot right now. So he went ahead and hooked up that power wire to see if maybe on this trip, maybe see if it runs better. That'll tell us what, you know, if it's not getting a good consistent voltage. Though if it's still doing the exact same thing right now, then I would imagine it's probably the fuel pump going bad. How'd it do?
Same thing.
It's doing the same thing with that power wire?
It's like and then like I'm losing tack no matter what, and it just comes back.
So if it's not the voltage going to the pump, Then, so how's the power on the engine harness? None of that's running through this body control module.
No.
So that's just getting power from the battery, right?
Yeah.
So there's no reason why like sensors should be getting like an improper voltage in any kind of way from this body control module.
No.
I don't know, man. It seems like we probably have a pump problem. So there was no improvement or any change from hooking this power wire up. I have an inline fuel pressure gauge. I got this for the Blazer, and then I learned that I wasn't having a fuel pressure problem, and this thing was just annoying because it made my fuel lines all wonky and weird.
Yeah.
So I ended up pulling this off my Blazer, but what's nice about it is anytime we need it, we can just add this into a fuel system as long as it's -6.
Yeah.
And get a good pressure reading. So I say we run this, then we'll at least be able to see if the fuel pressure is fluctuating, you know what I mean? So is it doing it at idle, like here in the driveway, or is it only when you're driving?
It does it whenever it's idling for a long time. It just goes, but it doesn't do it like crazy, like when it's under load. It goes like, and it goes back up. But then whenever you're driving, it's like blah, 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 blah.
So we should be able to see something right here in the driveway, because it's going to be hard to check this gauge while driving. Update, we got the fuel pressure gauge on there. This thing has been holding steady at 60 PSI. Went for another drive right now, and it started doing the same thing again. It shut off, didn't want to start. You get out, look at the gauge, and it's still at 60 PSI. Of course, it drops below, but as soon as you turn the key on, it shoots it up to 60, and while cranking it's staying at 60, you know. So I don't think it's fuel pressure, which kind of rules out like it being a fuel pump. I don't know, it's such a weird intermittent problem, man. Like, and then we unplugged the mass airflow sensor, unplugged the mass air, just thinking like maybe, I don't freaking know, unplugged that and it started. And then he drove it back. He said it drove a little bit better, but not really a noticeable amount to say that, yeah, that made an improvement. So, I don't know, we're kind of stumped right now, just brainstorming and trying to figure out what exactly is going on. For the most part, like, it runs great. You know what I'm saying? It's just every once in a while it starts acting up like this, but it's starting to do it more often, you know, more often than not. So, like, to the point to where, like, it's kind of hard to trust just jumping in this thing and running up to the store, because you don't know if it's gonna make it back, type of thing. So we'd really like to get it figured out. Another update for you guys. Going through the fuses, Braven actually found a blown fuse, and it was for the ignition. Yeah. But dude, the wiring on this thing is so confusing, man. We don't know if that ignition fuse is really powering anything. Did that change anything? Put a new fuse in there?
I don't know.
I mean, it didn't change the way it's driving, obviously. So he replaced that fuse, took it for another test drive, doing the exact same thing. But his battery light, has your battery light been on the whole time?
I don't know. My dad's like Christmas tree.
Yeah. He did notice this time when he was driving that the battery light was on, so... It's still on.
Yeah.
Why? God, this doesn't have a voltage gauge on it, does it?
It holds the same voltage.
It doesn't come up when it idles up? Put it on the stud on the alternator. Where?
It's 13.8.
Yeah, I hate diagnosing crap like this, especially whenever it's more than likely wiring. Braven says he wants himself a little rematch.
Oh my god. Yeah, I do.
Yukon against EP3. Oof.
I gotta get gas.
You gotta get gas again, bro?
Dude, Dude, that thing eats gas, man.
It's always your excuse, bro. Anyhow, I set up a little GoPro mount right here for the passenger side. I was looking at the car, man. You guys put in the comments anywhere you recommend for camera angles, because I kind of want an angle from inside of the car. Like, I just want to get, I have 3 GoPros right now. I've got 3 GoPros right now, and I'm in the market to get a 360 camera. So I would really like to just set this thing up to where, like, some days I can just GoPro this thing up, bro, and just go hit the road and just go have fun, do whatever, you know? Especially once we get some, you know, individual nitrous ports right here on the intake. Now I'm look at me, bro. I got a running Honda again. I'm already talking about going and filling up a bottle. I know. Terrible it. Anyhow, I gotta rob the SD card out of this camera and put you guys into this, and we're gonna go hit the road. I definitely need a clutch master because it will not go into second gear at high RPM. Says, man, that Yukon fucking gets it. Holy shit. So I've only got this damn GoPro with me, but bro, I need a 40 roll. I kept trying.
See, look, 30 roll is my sweet spot. 40 roll, I'm damn near down with
it will not shift in the second gear at high RPM.
You see,
and then I can't hear it when over your truck.
Yeah.
So I'm like, am I in gear? No. I'm fucking grinding, so that's scary as hell.
We need to grab this. We need to grab this and then test it again.
Yeah.
I think that with this, we're replacing the master. Even if you not even replace the slave, because I think the slave is good. But if you just replace the master,
I'm just gonna get them both. If they have both, I'm gonna get them both.
Yeah, get both.
Because honestly, I think they're like $30–40 a piece.
I think you're getting me with the.
Yeah, dude. If I can go through first gear, yeah. If I can go from a dig or do a roll from first to second, it's just I cannot go into second in high RPM. And I think that's the reason why the transmission that was in here. I think that's the reason why the previous owner blew it up. Yeah. Was probably because of that clutch master cylinder, bro.
He had no idea.
It will not go into gear.
Yeah, it won't.
Without grinding the absolute shit out of it.
Whenever we were driving, whenever you took me around in it, I could tell that it, like, you were over here like.
Yeah, dude.
Like
It's like the old transmission trying to go from first to third.
Yeah, no, literally.
But yeah, it feels great low RPM, but high RPM it will not go into second. I'm hoping that's a clutch master cylinder and it's not something with the transmission, but. No, dude, this thing freaking gets it, bro. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
Yeah, this thing moves.
The Yukon's freaking quick. We need to take this thing to the track and actually get numbers on it.
I want to take it to ASM's dyno. That's
Oh,
what I
yeah.
wanna do, bro. I want to see,
See
how much
what
this
it's
thing's
making?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see how much room I have in between, because they said the transmission could hold up to 550 safely.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
I want to know how much I'm making.
I feel like, dude, it's got to be around for how much it moves.
Yeah.
But how much it weighs.
Yeah.
It's got to at least be 400.
I would say 400 too.
I don't know. We're gonna go in there and grab a clutch master cylinder and a slave. Too bad.
The Honda?
AutoZone's the only thing open right now, guys. O'Reilly's isn't 24 hours, so they don't have the clutch master cylinder or the slave in stock.
Every other store does, though.
Every other store has it in stock, but all the other stores are already closed. This is the only one that's open, and we don't have a 24-hour O'Reilly's. I just googled it right now. It's like close, 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 close. So it's all right. I'll have to get one tomorrow. I definitely want to do that, see if that fixes the second gear problem. So anyhow, enjoy a trip home. You guys are going back in the little case right here. See you later. Bro, funny story. I was just grabbing the SD card out of the GoPro right now. Almost dropped it right in that, bro.
Dude, earlier I almost dropped my keys in there, bro.
I'm serious, bro. It was one of those, like, I actually, it fell out of my hand. I was like, oh, like that, and I caught it.
And you look down.
I looked down and literally, boom.
Earlier, my
that
keys
would have
were like
been
this.
messed up.
I was flinging them around in my hand like this. Like just flinging them like this. I was like watching it and went shoot. And when I was standing over there, I just seen. I was like, no. Landed right next to it. I was like, oh, yeah.
Holy crap, dude. All right, so recap, because I know the audio on that GoPro was probably terrible. I cannot grab second gear in high RPM, and I think that's the reason why this transmission didn't have second gear whenever I got it. It probably because the previous owner was trying to grab second like I've been doing. Trying not to. So that's the reason why I was trying to get you to bring it up to 40.
Yeah.
Because anything under 40, like this thing is just a slug, bro.
Yeah.
Like I may as well go in the first, and I can't go 1-2 at all. It's just, and of course I can't hear this damn thing over his truck. So I'm over there like, I can't tell if it's going into gear or not. Like the one time, like I'm like, is it going into gear? Then I heard it. I was like, oh, god dang it, man. This is my new transmission. Anyhow, I'm gonna go tomorrow. We gotta get a new slave cylinder and a master cylinder. I'm just gonna replace both of them. And I'm hoping that, fingers crossed, that that's what's gonna fix the problem. See, oh, the radiator's in there now, so I can't really show you guys. I don't know if this is normal or not. Put it in the comments. But you know the slave cylinder, like you can reach down there and just push on it, and it will depress. You know what I'm saying? By hand. Like I don't know if that's normal or not. I feel like it's not, but anyhow, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Bro, you're full of shit, dog.
Dude, I don't know.
You heard me pulling the camera out. You're like, I don't know. He's freaking walking. I was brave, and I'm like, bro, because he watered the yard this morning. I'm like, how long did you water the yard for, bro? And he's like, 30 minutes for. Dude, look at the crater in the yard. Like this is all day long and it's still soaking wet, bro.
I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah, that's from watering the yard for like 3 hours.
No, it was not 3 hours, bro. I mean, I know you don't need to water the yard tomorrow.
No, yeah, I definitely don't need to water the yard for a couple of days.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm not usually the one that does it. So I stepped outside. I just turned it on. I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, this is good.
Yeah.
Morning time.
3 hours later. Oh, shoot.
I went on my phone. I swear to God, I was on there for like 2 reels. But we all know how that goes.
The hell? Alright, so we kind of got sidetracked earlier, so back on track now. Off with your head! I mean, with your bed. Off with your bed.
piggy sounds. Look at the tongue. Look at the tongue sticking out.
Size?
What? Oh, 18?
Look at the tip of these bolts. It's interesting, huh? They're wedge bolts. They're wedgers. That's a terrible name.
So its Instagram is ma.ringo.
It's Instagram?
Yeah, it's my Ringo. My Ringo. Yeah. Nothing is connected. Yeah, you guys have to put one right on your side. You want me to hold it up? Because it's on this side.
Oh no, it's not connected. It's a fuel. It's a fuel thing.
Toby, what the fuck, Tommy?
Good lord.
Yeah, Brandon, you're gonna have to just come get this back.
Yeah, it's not baby.
If I looked it up, it's gonna put her something out.
And you can slowly move down. Pull up so I can make sure you move down.
Brandon, come here. Hurry, it's slipping, 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 it's slipping.
I don't see it.
I was like, watch her look at it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's great. And I grabbed the drill with the tank.
Shit, drill with the 10 versus drill.
Get your arms underneath it, like
And
cross your
10.
arms.
Shit. Dad, you really should have fucking.
Hannah, that's the wrong freaking drill.
The smaller drill. With the 10, yeah, that
Yes.
one. And then it's the second smallest one from the end. There you go, that one.
Yeah.
Put it on the drill.
Look at the hang on wrong. She's forgotten all her freaking.
Where's it connected?
Hannah, you see it on the frame?
What?
Right, Hannah, straight. Straight with the frame, straight.
Oh.
You see it? It's forward.
Okay.
How'd you do this at work?
Like 4 guys?
Oh.
Top guy.
Oh, Hannah,
I
you
don't
saved
think.
the day, homeboy.
I don't really think it was connected. I just think it was wrapped up. That shit was heavy. I'm gonna leave the 10 on there for y'all.
I think the funniest part about the fact she grabbed that big old freaking. she's like holding her own arm. She's like.
She's got the impact. Dude, that bed is a lot heavier than what we were expecting. And luckily Hannah showed up. She went running over here to go. We told her to get the drill with the 10 on it, and she grabbed the big ass impact. She's coming back like, no, smaller drill, smaller drill. Hi, Hannah. Do you still like turtles? Dude, you know what? I'm so pissed off because I cannot find that clip.
Really?
I'm always
I think I found it.
I found it. It's
Yeah.
on YouTube, but I can't find it in my folder
go
on my
to YouTube
computer.
again, and then you gotta-
Yeah, I gotta go screen record it. Yeah.
Dude, I can finally pressure wash this thing.
Yeah, dude, this needs to be cleaned really bad. There's the fuel pump.
Well, it's just really dusty.
It's all dirt, road grime.
But yeah, like I was saying, you should just like put like a cover on it.
Just put that on her white shirt.
Look,
It's not
already
that
got shit on
bad.
it,
It's not that bad, dude. Boom. A moment of silence. So, you know we unleashed a bunch of dirt. What we gotta do? Dude, get out from underneath there. You're always trying to die. Dun, dun.
Here, let me move that for you since you kind of put it in the way.
I got a scrub brush in there for you, too.
I'm wondering why I can't clean hard. My nails are done.
Your nails are not done. This one's for me because I like the little detailing brush. And then there's.
I'm cleaning.
You're probably used to these ones. People use these for shoes. You seem like a shoe cleaner.
Yeah.
You're like, I feel like that's an insult.
Look at my fucking shoes.
Hey, that's mine. Put my freaking brush back down. This is the song that never ends. Remember that clip? Us all singing.
Oh my God.
That's what it was. There's Haley's not here.
Who's grabbing? Fucker. She said I did not do work. He sprays 2 sprays.
I gotta get my camera. Dude, you need to watch your damn mouth, bro. This is the reason why I kicked your ass out.
It's not working. Whoa, damn.
Take your ass back to your mama's house with this shit.
I got my own spot. I don't know what you're talking about.
The hell?
Your tire.
He's gonna throw that tire away.
What?
At least it'll be clean,
No,
huh?
I'm not fucking cleaning it. Fuck that tire.
Hey, be easy with the brush. Don't break it. Good lord.
What she's using, man?
Treat it like it's a fucking fossil, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
I was trying to think of the word. I was gonna say, dude, you don't have to treat it like a fossil. This is gonna be so satisfying to hit this with the pressure washer.
Oh, man.
Did you just spit? Okay, now it's not a fossil, Hannah.
Oh, I get it.
Fossils are bones.
Boner.
It's not. So look at your rusty ass drive shaft, bro. Why is it so freaking rusty?
Rusty's bumper.
If you don't use Rusties, then fuck you.
I think it's Big Red. If you don't chew Big Red, then fuck
but
you.
in this case. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Shake and bake. Oh my god, dude.
My brush.
What a bag of douche you are. Teamwork.
That was our dad's side.
Teamwork.
Teamwork. This guy's a mile away.
That's how you make the dream work.
Yeah, we ain't.
His dad did this
Dude, I didn't have water. You guys have water.
I'm here to fucking water. Well, am I the only one cleaning you?
Action! Yeah.
Wow.
It was brown. Yeah. Wow. Oh, you bitch.
It needs a tune-up.
It needs gas.
I know what's wrong.
I know what's wrong with it.
Okay.
You know what else ain't got no gas in it?
The thing.
That's right.
Gotta hose it off now.
Oh, shit.
No more pressure water.
Hannah, stop it.
I'm fucking in the dark.
Clearly we ran out of soap. I mean, come
Well,
on.
I got some gas in here again.
I need some water to clean my brush.
Fire in the hole! It's done. It's done. It's done.
I don't even hate you like that.
Not the camera. You're out there on your little skateboard. With your little tiny skateboard. It's still green, guys. It's still green. Whoops. Well, the damn crosswalk counted down. And then it just went to don't walk. Stupid frickin'. You gotta tell my video bye.
Adios.
You can't come into the video randomly. Like, oh look, Hannah's still alive.
My skateboard away. Should we do it again?
What, reenact?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you. Yeah, that is a lot of work.
Did you need that one?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Love ya.
Love you.
See you later. Come around more often.
Out.
Bye. Bye. Love you.
Yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning.
It's 2:30 in the morning.
I did a donut like 30 minutes ago.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. It's not very photogenic. I feel like we didn't really do anything in this video, but it is what it is. This was our day.
It was all about the vibes, bro.
Yeah, it was the vibes, bro. I need to get some parts for the EP3. And we're gonna mess with the Colorado tomorrow.
There was no reason to take the bed off, guys. I just think we just did it. I think we thought to ourselves that there was...
Yeah, because like we already determined that it can't be the pump.
Yeah.
Because it's not losing fuel pressure. But then we're like, oh, let's take the bed off. So
Well, yeah, screw it. I mean, it was super easy, but I mean, tomorrow we're gonna be like, bro, why the hell did we take the bed off?
yeah, because now we gotta put it
Now
back
we gotta
on.
put it back on. But,
I mean, we could.
I'll leave it off for now.
Yeah, we can do the race with it off. You really ain't got traction. Oh man, anyhow, yeah. I'm gonna end the video there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I don't know, it's a bunch of random shit. This is what we did with our day. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow. Later there, Rughead.
Later. Peace.
Looks
like a hot rod.
It doesn't look like a hot rod. It looks like a Chevy Colorado without a bed on it.
So look. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Go in the making. It's gonna go viral.
Viral? What is viral?
Chevy Colorado without. Looks better in person.